Hi, it's Ashley from AB Sound Advice. Today we're doing a product review of the Magnat MA900 hybrid tube amplifier, and wow, this is a new model that's only just come out in the last 6 to 8 months, and finally we have a unit here that we can actually play with, and I've had it for probably 5 to 6 weeks now, where I've just been testing it and playing with it. So she really is a fantastic unit. So as always, we just quickly run through some of the specifications on the MA900. It is effectively, we have 2 times 200 watts at 4 ohms, or 2 times 130 watts at 8 ohm. And again, it is a fantastic looking unit. Can't help but keep looking at it. And we've got the frequency response on CD, streamer, auxiliary tape and tuner, 6HZ to 100 kHz, minus 3 dB. And again, some of these specifications be best to look on the website, so I'm going to go too much detail here. Digital inputs, we have 2 optical, 2 coaxial, and it's also supporting sampling frequencies of 44.1, 48, and 88.2, 96, and 176.4 and 192 kHz. We also have Bluetooth, which they're using the Qualcomm aptX-HD, so the latest in the Bluetooth 5.0, and we also have a pre-amplifier fitted with the ECC81/12AT7. So they would be the valves, and available colours, we have it here in silver and it is in black. It's 433 by 162 by 316 mm, and it includes a remote control, which I'll show you that in a moment. It weighs in at 11.7 kg, and it is a stereo tube amplifier, remote control, batteries, power cord, owner's manual comes in the pack, so not a bad unit. Now in this part of the world it's around the 5k mark, and it really is a fantastic amplifier. As I said, it is a high-end hybrid amplifier with tube, preamplifier and high performance transistor output stage. And it comes with a nice little remote control, which I'll just show you here. And I've actually played with the old model, which was the 1000. It got superseded by the new MA900, which has got the Bluetooth built in now. You can see the little valve lit up inside there. You've also got triple, mid and bass, balance, source, mono, and I do like how they do the 3.5 line in on the front, headphone output. And let's go check out the back of this unit, and you can see here I've got all the test wiring because I've had it wired up in my test rig, and you can see straight off the bat here what I do absolutely love about this. On the turntable side, they provide you the moving coil and the moving magnet inputs, and you can see here you've got your optical 1, optical 2, coax 1, 2. See down here CD, streamer, tuner, auxiliary, tape, and a record out. Little Bluetooth receiver on the back. Terminals at the back, you can either plug in or wind them out. And of course, power switch, power plug. So very simplistic. And I've been using this amplifier on the Magnat, see them just in the background there, the Magnat 905s, and they're around about a $9,000 floor stander. And I've also used them on some quadrille bookshelves that are around about the 8k mark. And I've got to say, I don't normally like silver, to be honest with you, but this, I guess, is a personal taste. This is growing on me. I actually do, as time's gone by, I think if I actually ended up getting one, I'd probably get it in black. But in saying that, the silver does look very, very nice, and it just is. It does an amazing job. I've used over here. I've used the Gold Note DS10. I've also used the Magnat MS730 streamer. So I've used those 2 units connected into it as well. And again, I've got a turntable and a few other bits and pieces I've run through it. And I have to say, it's for the price. When you think about what you can get for around the 5K mark. There's so many amplifiers in this market around that price point, and you would have seen that there's in some of my previous reviews that I've done, this would be my most favourite all-rounder. I mean, I absolutely love, and of course, before I say that, you'll see in the background I've got the RV4, and I guess, that's a serious spend. That's a $9,500 amp, and this thing here, I'm absolutely love it. It's just a fantastic amplifier, and as I said, hybrids are just really the way to go. You get the best of both worlds. You get that nice tube smoothness, and you got the power of the transistor output stage, and they just think it all through. I love how it's got the bass, the mid, the treble, separate adjustments for each, the old school balance, the source, mono, headphone output. And as I said, I've had this for long enough now that I can say it's a very, very well put together amplifier. And to be honest, I've had a lot of amplifiers over my lifetime. Even personally, I've some big old NADs from the past, and Rotels and Proton and Magnat, and even Sony, would you believe, Pioneer. So you name it. I've had a few different brands along the way, and you've also seen we've reviewed Master Sound and Pathos, and there's just so many options. And I think when you consider all the different amplifiers that are out there, if you're looking to play in this market, and $10 and $20 and $30,000 amplifiers are not your gig, then for $5,000, and as I said, that is a lot of amplifier. And I know overseas the pricing's very, very different to us in this part of the world. Unfortunately, at this point in time, freight costs are just through the roof, and there's just all sorts of dramas that have forced products to go up dramatically. But I consider what the old model was to the new model pretty well similar money, and the old 1000 was a similar price. I think it might be 5.7, I think, when they came out, so a little bit less in our market. You've now got the Bluetooth, you've got the power of the old 1000, and it's just a sensational amplifier. I absolutely, when I was playing it through, obviously I was putting a $6,500 Gold Note DAC through it, and that was just incredible. And even the 720 streamer from Magnat as well. Again, that's only about the 2K mark. So also turntable, Apple. I've used all different variations of music, Bluetooth included, and it was very easy to fall in love with this. It's just absolutely sensational. It's very warm. It's smooth. It's got depth. The voices are just absolutely, you can hear. It's like, I guess, I've tried to compare amplifiers like cars. You've got your 4-cylinder, your V6, your V8, and it's not about a power situation, but the V8 situation, as you can imagine, it's got all the torque. It just idles away and does an amazing job without minimal effort. Where your 6 and your V8, your 4-cylinder, you've got to give a bit of a hiding. This is the V8 of the amplifiers from Magnat. They do have another model below this called the 700. But as I said, if you look at this, has got a lot of power. There's nothing that I haven't been able to power these. I've powered speakers ranging from $2,000 right through to about around the 20K mark, and this is a sensational amplifier. And again, I love the design. As you look at it, and you just look at it from the front, it really does ooze with what I want. And I guess, as you can see, it's just a sensational amplifier. When you think about what you can do with this, as you know, 2 channels coming back, and even if you're doing multi-channel, a lot of people these days, if you've got a surround sound setup, like you can see here in the background here, I've got all different speakers. I run on the planks back there, you can see my stands. I set my amplifier on the back, and then it runs my 2-channel rig. But I also have got an extra set of RCAs out of the surround sound amplifier that's over there coming into here as well, which means that, I guess if I think about this, back in the 80s, I had surround amplifier and I had a 2-channel. So all these years later, I've probably stayed with that because I had to have both, and I've somehow over time found a way to sort of coexist with surround and two channel within the same setup. Of course, the additional pair of speakers, but I think it's a tough call which way to go. But I think even one of these as a coming out of the back of your television and a pair of Flories and a sub, you can make. I mean, 2.0 is becoming a big thing, and even 2.1. So there's lots of different ways of managing this. But if you're looking for a sound room and you've got a turntable and you just want to sit back and enjoy, and you want tube, and you want the power, and you don't want to spend the money on a full tube amplifier, this is a lot of product. It really is. I mean, as I said, I don't rate things 1 to 10 or 1 to 5. Would I own one of these? Absolutely. The MA900 is an absolutely sensational amplifier. And if you'd like to find more information about this amp, you can duck onto hifihq.com.au for Australia or hifihq.co.nz for NZ, and you'll find all the information about it. And as I said, it really is a fantastic amplifier, and I think hybrids really is the way to go. It really just gives you the best of both worlds. All right, guys. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's product review, and again, I do appreciate everybody's supporting the channel. It is appreciated. And again, we'll see you next time on AB Sound Advice.